Canadian actress Elisha Cuthbert is best known for her roles in the hit TV series 24 and Happy Endings. The model and actress also appears in the April edition of Fashion Magazine, and features editor Elisha Cuthbert joins us now to give us the behind-the-scenes detail on the shoot. Welcome back, Elisha. So first off, I have to ask what this great, beautiful actress slash hockey wife, what is she wearing? Who is she wearing on the cover?
The jacket is by Stella McCartney. The pants are by Lanvin, and the top underneath is Alexander Wang.
Is that you choosing the outfit for her, or is she coming in there, you've got a whole swath of outfits, and then she picks?
Well, there's a whole bunch of outfits, obviously. She worked closely with our stylist, but particularly what she wanted to do for this shoot was get away from that girl next door look she's done a million times. She's in a new chapter, you know, in her life. She wanted to do something a little bit more fashion forward, a lot more edgier, and that's where we came in to sort of help guide things.
It's funny you mentioned fashion forward, because I'm looking at the cover and I'm actually looking at her makeup, and I love that it's dewy, but the heavy brows are very big right now. But then as heavy as the brows are, it's very fresh-faced and clean. That's where fashion is going, eh?
Definitely. I mean, it reflects what's going on the runways. If you look at Elisha, a whole bunch of different designers out there, that sort of was the makeup palette that we took some tips from.
Yeah. I love this segment because we always, you know, when we pick up the magazine, we see the stylized version of the pictures, but you sort of give us the vibe of the artist. Like, what vibe did they bring in once you start your photo shoot? So what was she like?
Well, I mean, she came alone, which again is it's one of the things that never happens. Usually there's 10 people, it's a huge entourage. She drove herself. Very, very, you know, happy to be there and happy to collaborate. And the thing with her, I think, is that she's a real sort of Canadian supporter of fashion. She goes to Fashion Week, you see her at Fashion Week all the time. She knows the designers personally. She's good friends with Greta Constantine. She's good friends with Matthew Gallagher, who she went to the CAFA Fashion Awards with. I think this is somebody who's a real cheerleader for this industry, and that's hard. I mean, so much of what we see is American and European fashion everywhere else, but she feels that Canadian fashion is on par with both American and European designs.
When the shoot is being done, do you know which shot? Do you have a sense this is going to be the cover? Because the cover, obviously, that's the first thing people see. Or is it after, the big process after? Or do you have an idea of the outfit that you want for the cover? How does that process work in terms of
We have an idea. We usually shoot 3 or 4 outfits that we think would be perfect for the cover. But then we go into what was called the war room, and we duke it out.
Really?
And there's a whole bunch
of... What is that like?
It's interesting. You know, we all sort of have a vote on what is the best.
A lot of disagreements?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is disagreements, but for the most part, with this particular color, we all knew. We zoned in and said, wow, like, look at this. It is fresh and very spring and very on trend, you know, and still very Elisha.
You're right, though. She does ditch the girl next door image there. She looks like a rocker chick.
And I think, you know, right now is a good time. She's in the news quite a bit, and we wanted a cover star who knew her self-worth. She's not afraid to push back, as we've known that there's been, you know, sort of some detractors as of late, and I think what she's all about is making sure, and you'll read about it all of it in the story, which is coming out March 23rd on newsstands. But what she told me personally is that no matter how harsh the hockey world is, Hollywood is a lot harsher and it's a lot tougher. So she can roll with the punches, that's for sure.
Elisha Cuthbert, features editor from Fashion Magazine. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem. If you want any more nuggets, take a look at fashionmagazine.com, and there's a sneak peek in there as well.
Oh, love it.